Our main event, Middlesbrough against Manchester United, plus all the goals that matter, with so much resting on so many matches. The Premier League has certainly lived up to its name, but which will be its Premier club? Branco. Here's the Norwegian Fjortoft.
Now, the one thing I would expect would be Middlesbrough to really try and pressurise early on in this game. If there are one or two nerves about this Manchester United side, and I'm sure there are, then early on would be the time to test them.
That's great play from Juninho. And the second time. Well, the header from Neil Cox.
Well, I said Cox would be going forward time after time. This is exactly what I mean. An ominous signs in the opening couple of minutes about Juninho wanting to be involved. He does brilliantly there to fashion some kind of cross. I have to say, that's a chance. It looked a decent chance. He didn't look to be stretching too much, Neil Cox.
Cantona. Keane. Well, there was no flag, and it needed the challenge from Cox for Middlesbrough.
That was lovely football all round. Wonderful vision and skill from Cantona. Great run from Keane, but what good defending from Cox.
Keane, nothing to the left for the moment. Scholes. But Beckham. Well fielded by the goalkeeper.
We just watched Cantona here. He knows he can't get through. So what do? He can't get through all those red shirts. You can see it's a great decision from the linesman. But there's the importance of Neil Cox being alive on that right side. And Beckham, well, we know he's not frightened to hit the ball from any sort of range.
Cantona. Here's Butt. Scholes is in the centre. Middlesbrough have bought a little bit of time by Pearson. And Robbie Mustoe intervened. And it's a corner to Manchester United.
Well, as he looks to play this in, I think it's Vickers that just slips in the edge of the box. And that allowed them to get in, but once again, the one thing they were good at early on was getting bodies back in the box, and they got plenty back in there.
It's a Ryan Giggs corner for Manchester United. May! David May delivers for Manchester United.
Well, it's a straightforward delivery, back post. It's asking for one of the bigger players to go.
Branco, still breathing a little heavily, is back after some running repairs from Bob Ward, the physio. Barnby beat Schmeichel to it.
Well, he came a long way, the goalkeeper, and didn't make what he should do. You come that far, you've got to make it yours. He didn't make it his. Barnby's pace. That's what took him in there. That's what got him in there. He's a little unlucky he didn't get this on target, but look again who's covering. David May again.
Scholes came a bit quickly, got stuck under his feet. Go back to Beckham, an advantage play. Scholes was caught from behind, but Paul Durkin quite properly letting the game go on. Juninho. Giving Philip Neville a problem, and Barnby's in.
That was an absolutely wonderful run from Juninho. Full of balance, full of quality. And when he released the ball, he released it absolutely perfectly to Nicky Barnby. Couldn't have been a better played ball. He's got time to take his time, to size the situation up. And I just think a Nicky Barnby 3 or 4 months ago would have finished this far more confidently than he did here. He's got it under control. Well, it's not the Nicky Barnby finish we're used to.
And Brian Robson expecting an equaliser then. Now Mustoe, 2 to the right. Now they've got to get numbers in the centre. Mustoe's continued his run, and Schmeichel drops on the header. And following in was Fjortoft.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. He goes in, it's a token gesture from him, but as usual, goalkeepers don't make the most of any complaining. It's down there, it's a token gesture. It then goes over the goalkeeper. I thought he just overreacts a bit here.
It's a good touch from Scholes. The bounce on the ball just goes back too much trouble, and Pearson came across and dispossessed him. Juninho would have liked to call then. Giggs. Pearson can't get there, but Ryan Giggs is short of support. That won't worry him. It's the netting all right, but the outside of it.
Well, Gary Walsh is a lucky man here because he drifts too far to his right. And if Giggs hits the target just inside that near post, there's nothing Walsh can do. He's just gone too far to his right. He's a little flat-footed.
It's the defenders that Manchester United need at the moment, though. Juninho trying to clip it in, but won it bravely as it dropped. Keane was there first. Giggs racing to the left. Cantona with it, and Scholes as well. It was Derek White who stuck out a foot. And Gary Walsh, who was taken a little bit initially by surprise and almost colliding with the frame of the goal as well. It was very awkward for Walsh.
Horrible ball to deal with for the goalkeeper because he's out 7 or 8 yards, he's backpedaling, he's not sure where his goal is because that ball's spinning wickedly in the air. And he does well at the end.
Well, Paul Scholes, who replaced Andy Cole last Sunday, is himself being replaced by Cole today. Cole, who's had to live all year with the criticisms of failing to take those chances at West Ham on a day when Ludek Miklosko in the West Ham goal was really at the top of his form. It's another corner. So Cole certainly has a chance to put the record straight. And of course there's a certain matter of the cup final.
You better believe it.
Giggs whips it in. Oh, it's Cole has scored! What a comeback! This time, his very first chance within seconds of being brought on as a substitute. And how the luck has turned for Andy Cole. Pearson's pass. Branco. Manchester United had to chase across. Branco bends it in. Fjørtoft. And here's Stamp. It's a corner.
Well, it took a nick off someone, whether it was a defender or a goalkeeper, I'm not sure. But this is a well-worked opportunity. Lovely chest pass from Fjørtoft. There it's Schmeichel yet again. That huge frame, those fingertips. What a turn of fortunes for that man. A week ago he was sitting on a bench looking pretty unhappy. But that is Cole. That's all about Andy Cole. And that's all about a man who, well, he just makes a decision and up it comes. Dropped him last week. Scholes comes in, gets the goal. Takes Scholes off this week. In comes Cole. 30 seconds later, Cole scored. His team are 2-0 up, virtually champions.
But here is Giggs. Is there more to come for Manchester United? And from Ryan Giggs there is! Well, that absolutely seals it in splendid fashion.
A fitting way to crown the new champions. Magnificent strike from Giggs.
And that set the afternoon off on the right note for Manchester United.
Any guesses as to what that banner might say?
Could be champions, could it? I think they've got every right to hold it now.
The party started, I think it's fair to say. I don't think they have any doubts. There are no twists in this tale left.
Well, he's looking up, Alex Ferguson, but in the league, everyone else is looking up at Manchester United. That's a nice touch, and most appropriate. And even with more action to go, absolutely undeniable. But that is correct.
It's written in the sky, it's written in the heavens. It must be true.
Sit back and enjoy it, Mr. Ferguson. You've earned it. The final whistle. It's Manchester United's championship. A win here and an emphatic one that has nailed Newcastle into second place. Andy Cole scored the second within seconds of being brought on for Paul Scholes. Another clean sheet for Peter Schmeichel. Ryan Giggs rounded it off in true championship style with a third goal. Amidst the glory, the major story of a Frenchman who's learnt to master himself without losing his mastery of a football. 12 points behind in January, but on top when it matters in May. And David May, of course, started it all. Their 10th title, the third in the last 4 seasons. Undisputedly the most successful side since the start of the Premier League.
Alex, many congratulations. How does this win compare with the other titles?
Oh, well, it's always great to win the league title. It's the hardest league in the world. It took us a long time to win it, but now we've done fantastic in the last 5 years. The players have been absolutely marvellous.
When you were 12 points behind, deep down, did you really think you could come back and take this title?
Well, I thought that March was important, month real March and possibly April, but we had to really start winning games, and fortunately once we got the defenders back from the West Ham game, we had a marvellous run, really a tremendous run. So it's credit to them. 16 wins out of 17 games put us right in the frame again. Winning it at Newcastle was a really important match. And we've had a blip, we lost to Southampton. But basically, get in there, Parks. Basically, they've been there.
That had to happen, didn't it?
Fucking sit! You didn't swear there, did you?
No. But Alex, how important was it that you got that early goal today to settle everybody down?
It was because we were nervous. The young players, 1 or 2, gave the ball away. They got a couple of corner kicks, and it was a nervous time, but with goal settled us.
Who wrote your script today with David May getting his first goal of the season, Andy Cole scoring with his first touch?
Well, it's luck. Yeah, we have luck there. It's marvellous. But I'm going to get in.
All right, well done, Alex. Did the players feel when you were 12 points behind a few months ago that you could still come back and win this title?
No, we thought it was all over, really. No, we kept plugging away, and we always knew Newcastle would slip up, and luckily enough they did, and we just kept plugging away. And you know, as I said, I think we definitely deserved it. You know, the young lads have come in and been absolutely fantastic, and it's great for the club.
Well, Manchester United will never forget their first visit to the Riverside Stadium. That is Manchester United.